Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the TheStankCast. I am your host, Ham Stank. I just want to start off this episode with a quick apology for missing the last couple of weeks. I came down with a little illness which stopped me from doing the pod, but we're back at it again this week. And tonight I'm going to be joined by Sean Farmer and Craig Cowie. Sean is a guy I went to school with back in primary school. He's moved up to Aberdeen in Scotland, up the northeast. He's just started a band up there last year with a few guys. The band's called Hard Times, and they've just released a track on Spotify called Out of My Head. Just go stream it if you can. Sean goes into a little bit of detail about how the band was formed, the name of the band, what some of the future plans for the band going forward are, and then we end up just chatting shit, talking a little bit about the state of Call of Duty and sharing some old stories from when we were in school. Well, I just wanted to preface this episode with a wee apology for being late, but we're back again, so I hope you enjoy the episode and let us know. Peace. On yourself.
Yeah.
But no, I can't really remember much from the last pod, so we're back to do it again. Sean, you're here to talk to us today about your band.
Yes.
What's your band called?
They're called Hard Times.
Hard Times.
Yes.
You originated from up in Aberdeen, yeah?
Yes.
You guys have been going out gigging across Scotland recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few gigs.
And you've just released your first single on Spotify.
Yes. Last Friday.
Nice.
Out my head.
A lot of it's been coming quite thick and fast recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Things are starting to move forward quite quickly.
Yeah. Like we'd been jamming for, say, just over a year. And it was only in the past sort of few months that we decided that we were going to, like you say, put our foot down and get stuff done. Whether that be recording, we got photos done, gigging, just try to get ourselves out there, really.
Yeah, so you've been more promoting the band recently.
Yeah.
Pushing more effort into
Yeah.
that. And
A lot more.
I heard your first song, enjoyed it.
Thank
Liked
you.
it a lot.
That's good.
I know you put a lot of effort into all your music. And I just talked to me. I just want to know how the band all came about. Like, I don't know any of your band. I've known you for a long time. We've known each other since primary school. We went back all the way, played football together all the years.
Yep.
All the way through high school, everything. And then I haven't seen you now for, you said before, 6 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I just want to know how your band members and that. Who are they? How did you meet them?
Well, in
Tell
the
me
band,
story.
there's there's obviously myself. There's
Who's the founder? Who would you say found the band?
It's probably going to be Liam and Grant, and I'd maybe say it was Liam.
Right.
But Liam and Grant played with they played with a different drummer. I think they just kind of jammed and whatnot. It was never anything serious or anything.
Yeah.
And then the drummer said that he had enough, or he was just not want to do it anymore. So then Liam messaged Megan, the singer, and just said, like, they went to school together. It was just like, we know you sang at school, would you be up for singing with us? And then she said yeah, and then since I'd like obviously played in bands before, like COVID, and I just wanted to do it again, but obviously in Aberdeen I didn't have a clue who anyone was. I didn't know anyone.
You were playing in bands before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then you stopped. Obviously.
Yeah. And so there was a website, I can't remember what it was called, if it was like Find Me a Band or something, but it was just like a forum. And it was like different people advertising for drummers, or drummers advertising wanting to meet people. So I just put saying like sort of pop punk rock drummer just looking for band, and then Liam messaged me.
Alright, okay.
There was a few people that messaged me.
Like a wee Reddit kind of thing. Like
a
Reddit forum kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
That's mad. I didn't know that existed. Like,
yeah, I had no
Neither
idea
did
that was a thing.
I was actually really worried when I first put my thing, like, the advertising off. I was like, what kind of weirdos am I to get messages from?
It could have been anybody, bro.
It could have been anyone.
Yeah, it could have been anybody. That's the problem.
But,
is that the first time you've done something like that?
Yeah, I was just.
What made you do that as well?
I was gagging to play drums.
Yeah, that's mad.
Right, okay, you were just gagging it back.
I just wanted to do it so badly.
No,
and then,
still,
yeah, so Liam messaged me, and then we said, oh, well, I think it was, he said, we'll do 4 covers just to jam with.
Yeah.
I think it was like Basket Case, Bubbles, there was a Pretty Reckless song, and then I think it was it First Date by Blink?
Right. Yeah.
So we did them, and
Tune.
a couple of them, like, good songs, but you
Yeah.
see, like, I was a bit out of practice. When I first started sort of playing them on my electric kit, I was like, fucking hell, I'm going to be shite.
Yeah.
So,
What? So they sent you these songs for you to practice beforehand to take it, and then
Yeah.
you went and you didn't just go and have to do songs.
no. And I just practiced them for like a week or whatever it was, and then went and met them
Oh,
at
very
the
soon.
local recording sort of rehearsal studio.
Oh, cool.
So, did that. Nervous, it was very nerve-wracking.
How long have you been together now?
I think it was, getting confused if it was October or November 21.
Right. Okay. So coming up in a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a
Alright,
half.
Okay. And you've just been going out gigging and that since then.
Well, no, we've
Mhm.
actually only started sort of gigging and whatnot in the past few months,
Right.
really.
So that's just really started
That's
taking forward.
yeah, that's like that whole say the first year, because it was
Yeah.
only say it was kind of going for a jam once a week, sometimes once every few weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then kept doing covers, and then we started being like, oh well, why not write something? And so we started writing just different things if people had ideas. And then we just started making our own stuff.
All right. Okay. So you spent a lot of time writing together and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with Megan, she's like written songs because she'd been singing since she was younger.
Yeah.
So she had like loads of songs and that, and just loads of bits of paper with lyrics and whatnot.
That you just had to put the music to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Liam, he'd mucked about riffs and stuff and had ideas. So then we just sort of started bringing them forward and bringing them to the rehearsals, and then we're like, oh wait, we've actually got a few songs here that are actually no bad. So when you start doing your own music, then you start thinking, oh, what if we record? What we want to go do that? 'Cause
Yeah.
really, people do the music for fun, but there's the feeling of actually playing live
In front of
is
people
ace.
and getting the response.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
That's what most people do.
How many
these
live
days.
shows have you done?
2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 so far.
And you've been so from those two, you've been getting asked to go out and support other
Yeah,
decent bands as well. Because
well,
that's what you're saying earlier. you've
Yeah,
been
with
asked for
the with that's the release last week.
yeah.
We got a message. I mean, it's not like it's not out yet, but it's not like we're
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet, so I can't really speak. Nah, but we got
Breaking
asked.
news.
They were like, they said, oh, we heard the song and it's like it's ace. Like, would you be up for supporting us? And we were like, too right.
Yeah.
And then we'd like put forward we're taking part in the Battle of the Bands and stuff. So, it's just we're hoping that when we release music and you've got a catalogue of stuff, you can send it out and be like to places. Oh, do you have any need for?
This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is the kind of vibe we provide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you need
yeah.
anyone to support or anything? Just make up a wee sort of following, such.
No, the music's good so far. What you sent me, wee snippets and that. And
Yeah.
It's just for us. It's cool to see somebody doing.
Yeah,
that kind
it
of thing.
is crazy.
It's
It
cool
is
to see
crazy.
some-
Yeah.
Like your music's on Spotify. That's
Yeah.
class.
It's crazy for me.
Yeah.
When because we'd like gotten the photos done,
Yeah.
just because we thought,
Was it a professional photographer in that? Or,
yeah, it was a guy that works.
I know one.
A guy that works at the recording studios. He does the photography on the side as well.
Yeah.
And so he took us up to one of the parks up there and shot some pictures of the surroundings, and they came out pretty
Pop
nice.
punky kind of
Yeah.
vibe on it. Yeah.
So when we put them up on Spotify, and when I opened Spotify the other day and I seen my face on Spotify, I thought I took a picture of it and sent it in the group chat. I was like, that is
Getting all
fucking
giddy.
mental.
Yeah. That's the same. It's
just
I
That's
know
cool
the
though.
same.
That's
I know
cool.
the feeling. And you've got something on there that you can set
Yeah.
your own thing. pop.
There's
Open
something
to the
on
whole
there,
world.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
everyone.
that's like there for it, like it's out there forever as such.
Yeah.
It was
on
a
Spotify, good
definite
news.
like bucket list item.
It must be a bit quite like freeing, like feeling like you're just like putting something just out to everyone and anyone. You know what I mean? Like
Anyone can
Yeah.
listen to it,
yeah, like you're opening something up to like anyone in the world. Can
Well,
just
it's
have a
like
listen
when
to
we
what
were,
it is you're
say,
saying.
We got like recordings that I sent you snippets of recordings,
Yeah.
and it's only on a phone, so it's not like
Mhm.
great audio.
Yeah.
But you've got these songs, and you're like, that sounds good, but you can't really show many people.
No.
Like you're saying, like
'Cause
when you
yeah,
put it
actual
there, it's out.
recording,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you know, when you put it on Spotify, it's out there and everyone gets to listen to it.
And you get the feedback from it as well.
Yeah,
Which is all
Yeah,
actually pretty good.
it's nice.
yeah,
It's nice to know that.
it must be awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to know that it's not like a waste of time. You know, people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's worth putting the effort into it as well, because
Yeah.
if you were just doing it for you, like you said, you jump into it because you just wanted to play music. So I
Yeah.
take you guys were just hanging out and just jamming at the start, and then decided to go and actually play some live gigs, because you must have been jamming for about a year,
yeah, we were just jamming and then
writing
like
music, and
you had a couple of nights out and just went
so it was just becoming mates playing in a band,
Yeah.
and then eventually you just went, let's do some live gigs. And
yeah, we were just like, well, what's the next thing we do then?
yeah.
We need to then
What's
if
a
that's
natural progression? Yeah.
if you want to keep doing it, we're like, well, we can't just be playing in the rehearsal room forever.
Yeah.
Like, let's go show people.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after just like 2 shows, they got people asking you to come and support you and stuff, which is
Yeah.
good. So always nice steps in the right direction, man.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what was the thought process behind the name of the band?
Well, that was from we were on a night out, and we were all fairly, I won't say steaming, not that far on, but we were all like,
Spiced.
Spiced up.
and we were just saying we need a name. Like, if we're going to start gigging and that, we can't just be like, oh, here's these 4 people, like you know. So we're like, we need to have something, and we just started saying, like, you know, so a lot of bands have like, say, like, for example, have you heard like a band called Neck Deep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like the neck deep.
Yeah.
Like, so we're like thinking, oh, it could have that kind of vibe. And then just going by, say, some of the lyrics from songs, and the fact that we met when COVID was rife,
Right. Yeah.
you know, and it was just a crap time.
Everything
like-
surrounding it was hard times.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of, I just blurted out. It was like, hard times, and then they kind of looked at me and thought, oh,
You've
that
hit
could
one.
work.
You say something out and it just hits.
Yeah, so everyone
I
was
bet
happy
you
with it.
were screaming it all night after that. Steaming it as well. Hugging each other. Hard times.
Chanting it.
I'm gonna
Imagine
take
the
over the
hard times.
world.
Hard times.
No,
This time next year we'll be playing Glastonbury.
But-
You never know.
this
Things
time
take
next
off
year
like
I'll be
that,
a
man.
millionaire.
That's what I keep saying about this podcast. This time next year I'll be a millionaire.
Well, you've got to. You have to be realistic, but you also have to have some sort
It's
of like.
just fun, innit? It's just,
Yeah, you do it because you enjoy it, and anything else that comes with it is a bonus.
Yeah.
Come on, you might as well shoot for the stars, because worst case it doesn't go. You know what I mean? And
What
then
else are you
and then
gonna
what?
do?
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly,
If you're doing
exactly.
something.
Like I've said, like
You know
See-
it won't work if you don't try. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
there's no chance of it working if you don't
see
shoot.
if we got a little following in even Aberdeen or wherever. You know, if there was
Just
a
in the northeast of Scotland or
yeah,
something.
you see if it was just that, perfectly happy
Mm-hmm.
that you would get asked, "Oh, come gig and come do this," and people could
Also,
know your
almost like
songs.
Pepper Pot.
Well, someone
I
used that
remember
example to me the
Pepper
other
Pot,
day
man.
because
I'm
they're
just saying,
known
'cause
everywhere.
They are known everywhere, and they were a decent band.
Yeah.
And, like, people enjoyed their music, and whenever they were playing, it
absolute
was good
standard
fun.
wedding band.
Yeah, man.
Standard wedding band.
Not
quality
well-
work. Quality work.
Yeah, I would say they were better than the standard.
I
wedding
think they're
band.
great.
I thought they were better than a standard wedding band.
Everyone
they were
like
alright.
knows them. Like I thought they're really good.
Yeah, I thought they were alright. But Pepper Pot is a big local band.
Yes,
I would
yeah,
say it's
yeah,
the biggest
100%.
local band. But they were known all over like this
Yeah,
northeast area. So they played up in Aberdeen and that as well.
yeah.
So up
Yep.
in Inverness and that as well.
They go all over the shop.
Yeah. So something like that would be a good start.
Yeah, just stuff like that. I would honestly be quite content.
Mm-hmm.
I would be chuffed.
I just a nice wee following, just a decent group of people that love your tunes that you can just.
A
Okay.
decent
Yeah.
wee group of people that chant your name.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing different to ego. Just enough to keep you going.
Aye.
Well, yeah.
Great.
All the bands, it's something that like you've always done as well. Like not being in a band, but you've always been musical. Like in school, you were the choir boy. You were always singing. You know what I mean? You were always drumming away trap. I remember. I can remember from the first pod that I told you this, but then this is the only thing I remember. I remember being in school with you
Uh-huh.
and being sat next to you in like primary 5 or primary 6, and you just kept tapping away on the desk.
Oh, it was annoying.
Like, just kept tapping. We were trying to do something, and he just kept tapping away on the desk, and the teacher had lost it at him.
Yeah.
And sent you out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just out.
Yeah,
You just couldn't put up with you tapping away, and we just kept going for like a whole day. It was
Nice
mad.
boy, but just annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
nice.
ADHD out the window. But
Like, but yeah, I don't know why I did that. To be fair, because I never had a drum kit like at home at that point.
no, but you were always just singing. You were.
Yeah.
Even,
I
like,
probably
even when we sit on the Xbox, both of you two will just start belting out tunes.
yeah. I've got like it's like a wide variety of
The repertoire he has in the back of his head just comes out of nowhere, man.
I would definitely stem from like what music I grew up with though. Like there was always music playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I find that when I was little, the radio was always on or something.
Yeah, my folks always had tunes on, and it was always there was always a like massive variety of like tunes going on, whether it was like dance tunes or like operatic tunes, and then next minute it was like, you know what I mean, like metal tunes and nothing. Like I got a proper wide variety to be fair when I was younger as well.
Well, that's interesting. My mum and dad never really played music.
No,
Nah, not really. Like I was saying that to them.
It was mostly my dad. It was mostly my dad.
The only music that I said it to my dad as well. The only music he's ever really played that I remember was Robbie Williams from my mum. That was it. Like that's all I remember from my childhood.
That's fucking traumatic.
It is, isn't it?
Jesus.
So, but how bad is that? All I remember listening to growing up is Robbie Williams. That's it.
Honestly, trying to think of a fucking tune to start singing, and my head's just gone empty. I was going to start singing some sort of.
No,
That was the one that was coming into my head.
Don't,
but I didn't know.
don't come at Robbie like that. Robbie's got some tunes, right?
Protection.
Let me entertain you, Rock DJ. Yeah, we've got some bangers there.
Angels.
Angels is obviously number
That's
one.
Angels I associate with Chalmers. You know when that was.
Yeah,
open.
it's a big karaoke thing, isn't it? But that's all I remember from growing up is Robbie Williams. I didn't get like AC/DC or anything like that. Nothing. I didn't get any rap music or anything like that. All I got was Robbie Williams, and then from my brother who was 10 years older than me, I got like Slipknot, Linkin Park, and all them. I got all them from him.
No, I got them from my dad.
So that's where I got all like the rock type music from. But my parents didn't really listen to music. It wasn't like, I remember getting my dad a CD. It was just American anthems, driving anthems, and like they were just random. But it was
these
really,
CDs were lit.
yeah, I've still got it. He whipped out the other day. That's
What
how
is
I
it
remember
like?
It's an American anthems, just like
Oh,
just
okay,
random
yeah.
CD.
Ace. They're
Like the Now CDs back in the day.
Yeah, there's like California and that on it.
Had
It's,
like Aqua and stuff on
Yeah.
that's the
Now
type of
14.
stuff. He still has it. Like, he still uses that same CD. I got him when I was like 14. You know, he still uses that same CD. It's crazy, isn't it? That's how little
savage.
music. That's
I
how little
see.
music I grew up with.
When I grew up, I remember my mum playing like 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the likes of Cyndi Lauper and Whitney and all that.
Well, I only found the 80s probably about when I left Scotland, when I moved down to England and that. That's when I really started listening to the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that.
80s was some decade.
Yeah,
of,
like I'll
tunes.
sit and just have an 80s playlist on all the time at work. It's the best thing to put on, 80s and 90s.
It was my mum playing the 80s, or when I went to my gran, she always had like the music channels on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I seen like Africa by Toto.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, what a tune.
What a tune.
Yeah.
But then my dad, he played like Stone Roses, and he was actually, he put on like AC/DC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing more of the 80s sort of, you know, that glam rock.
Yeah.
Like my mum had like a Def Leppard CD. I don't know how the hell she had that.
Yes.
And I listened to that and I was like, "Woof, what is this?"
That's funny actually. My mum and dad have thousands of records. Thousands of there's a
Of
huge,
records?
Yeah, there's a huge
Oh.
chest upstairs. It's massive and it's got like thousands of records in it. But they were never played. Never ever.
Probably
played.
worth a bloody fortune.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, I wonder what ones they've got.
They've got loads.
You
like,
should rinse through them, see if they've got an indecent.
They're all in like mint condition as well because they never played any goddamn music. I've never seen the record player. I've just seen the records.
There was never a record
Yeah,
player.
there's never never existed.
They just bought them and kept them. But I never grew up listening to music, and now like I only heard of like NWA and that.
When the movie came out.
Nah, before that.
Before
I
that.
had listened to them before that.
Right.
I probably in 2007, 8,
Right.
9 maybe, when I found out about NWA and all that, which is late.
Middle way through high school then.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know any of that music up until after then. Which is quite strange. 'Cause
I
it's
could
most
probably
of what I
relate to
listen
that
now.
actually, because I never.
I never heard Tupac or anything like that until
I'd heard of Tupac in that, but not NWA. Do you know the reason I probably knew who they found out who they were? Was that movie that Ice Cube was it when he's trying to build the house? That was probably the first movie I've seen him in. I was like, who's this guy?
Are we done yet?
Googled him and I was like, oh, who's this guy? He does music. Ice Cube. That's probably how I found it.
That was the sequel at Are We There Yet?
It was maybe Are We
Oh,
There Yet that I'm
man.
thinking of, to be fair.
There was
Are
the
We There
car
Yet?
trip.
And I'm like, who's this Ice Cube fella that's playing this guy?
I know that movie. Actually.
Yeah,
The one
great
with-
movies, great movies.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out those
And
movies.
he's got to take the kids from
Yeah.
he gets dropped with his kids.
Yeah, and then he ends up, I think, marrying the mum.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they move into this house.
And then the second one's them trying to build the house
Yeah.
and put the house together, and they're all
I
freaking
forgot
out.
about them movies. Great movies.
Because they've got the dude that lives in the
I
caravan
never
outside
saw
that's
the
helping
second
them.
one.
That's honestly a phenomenal
I never
movie.
saw the second one.
Mate,
Oh.
they're probably better, in my opinion, better than the first.
Did he hit a deer in the first one? He ran over a deer or something.
Oh, I can't even
I can't
remember
remember.
that much.
I can't
I
remember.
think that's the only thing I remember from.
I just remember they were good. Like,
That's how you found out about NWA. Was through that movie.
I think just that's how I found out who Ice Cube was. Anyway, I was like, oh, this guy's raps, and then I was like, oh, it's fucking NWA. I can't think of any time I'd known them, but like I'd known like Biggie and Tupac and who they were.
It's strange though, because I was listening to Eminem on my iPod when I was doing my paper round when I was like 13.
Yeah, same.
Produced by Dre, all this stuff, but I never, like, you would listen to the music, right? I never understood it. Never understood it, like, really understood any of the music until you knew all the history behind, like, Dr. Dre, Eminem's history and that. I just heard the music. I remember, like, YouTubing it on the family computer and that, and, like, my mum running in and switching it off because she heard it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think I knew about any of that until the movie. Like, knew about actually what had happened
Until
with
8
them,
Mile?
until the Straight Outta Compton. Like what had
really?
what had actually gone on with them anyway.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
I didn't know a lot.
Like I
about
probably
the
knew there
movie.
were rappers and stuff, but I didn't really know how involved. Like I didn't know how like they all knew. Like Snoop Dogg was like knew them all and stuff. Like I didn't realize they were all like all the big rappers all knew each other and stuff. Like, I didn't realize that. I just knew who they were.
Like I think I'd heard, a lot of songs and whatnot, but I just never knew who
Yeah, they
people were.
Yeah, okay.
Like because I'd probably only say in the past say few years I've properly gotten on like the Johnny Cash hype.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's just
Johnny Cash
Well,
hype.
we're on about, I'm just saying. We're on about people that like that, but I'm just like
We're on about NWA. He goes, oh, my guy Johnny Cash.
I'm just saying. I was trying to make a comparison of how I can relate to that and how, like for me, I'd heard his songs loads, but it's only in the past few years I've actually learned about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I probably only really have heard a couple of his songs, to be fair.
I don't think
Like, I
I've
know
heard
who he
many.
is, obviously,
I know
but
who Johnny Cash is, but I don't think I've heard many of his songs.
Yeah. But
me neither.
anyway, you can go back off the Johnny Cash tangent.
Oh, sorry.
That was funny, though. Oh, I can't even remember where we were, though.
NWA.
Yeah, but...
No, what
don't
we're on
know-
about, we were speaking about you before that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go back to that?
Yeah, let's go back to
That
that.
was a while.
Let's go
We've
back
got
to
got
That was
massively
like
off track
25
there.
minutes ago.
that. That's the podcast. We're not even talking 25 minutes yet. And we're almost done already. No, but when I go back, like that's what we were talking about when we went back to primary school. And
Yeah, it was annoying as hell.
Yeah, he was drumming on desks
no,
and shit.
but yes, you've always been musically inclined all the way through school. And that you took music all the way up to the end as well, didn't you?
Yes.
What did you get a higher or something? You got
No,
a grade in it, no?
I don't think I did actually. No.
Did you not do music at the end?
No, I don't. Because you see, when you pick your classes, I don't think I was able to, with where I wanted to do it or something.
Oh, right, okay.
And also, see when they're trying to tell you like, about what you should take, like what I was planning on doing, music wasn't going to help anything.
Yeah.
So I was kind of pushed away from that. But
Got back into it after.
so through school I did whatever music I could.
Because Cowie's got a great voice as well, did you know?
No.
You do.
I do not have a
He's
voice,
got a
mate.
good voice. He's got a good singing voice.
Yeah.
You should hear him. You should hear him rapping as well.
I can't. Are you on the wind up? Or really?
Look at my face.
I know,
That
but
looks
you're
like a-
smirking and he's pissing himself laughing.
Because Cowie's crippled with depression, so he sat there like
Crippled.
I'm not good at anything. Arms crossed, crippling in his chair because I gave him a compliment.
Listen, you know how we do. You know what
He
it
does
is.
have a good voice, to be fair. I think he has a
You
good
got
voice.
some good pipes.
Oh, well.
Just ask the missus.
Don't, please.
She'll plead the fifth. But you do. You have a good voice. You're in the choir.
Nah,
Yeah,
do
down
you know
singing
what?
like
I think... I don't think our school had one. I honestly can't remember our school.
What
Either
school did
that,
you
either
go
that,
to?
or I didn't. I wasn't in it.
Your school was
Timber
very small.
Greens.
Oh, what?
Well, see, I went to there and I went to one in Forfar as well.
That's
Oh,
Oh
no,
no,
I came
Timber
back.
Green's definitely a choir because I went there for a choir competition.
Well, something's telling me I think my brother
Smashing,
was in it,
did
but
you?
that might be
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
Of course.
Too right, we
Invergothic
did.
rock.
Yeah, because my brother actually played cello. My brother was actually really good playing the cello. He was meant to play for Forfar Orchestra, but then he shot himself.
A farmer boy who plays the cello.
Ah, marvellous.
Not heard of that in a while. Gee.
Cello, you've got a bass.
Can you bring your cello and hold it sideways? Oh,
I'm glad you got that. I thought you were looking at me like, why has he just said that?
fucking hell, give him some credit, man. Fuck. Oh,
I was looking at you like that.
sideways cello equal guitar.
But so you never did any music, just your brother.
Nah, well, I tried to play guitar a few times, but never actually just never managed to do it. Well, not never managed to do it, but just couldn't focus on it.
This is gonna sound so bad, right? I tried to learn guitar, but my hands are too small. I've got really small hands. I couldn't get around the thing properly. I'm telling you.
Mate, the necks of some of the guitars are tiny, man.
I'm telling you. Well, maybe it was just a specific guitar Josh
How,
gave
how
me
old were you?
in my 20s.
Alright, I think you meant, nah, you're not
He must
too
have given
small.
you a massive guitar or something like that, man. Because
Look at my hand.
Yeah, you...
yeah, mate, but like a child could fit their hand around a guitar.
Children play guitar.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
Steve's going to
He
get...
must have had a guitar with such a fat neck.
I could not get my hand round it, right? To do the top. I just couldn't do it, man.
I'll play cello side on, you play the violin side on.
I'll play nah, man. I'll play triangle. That's what they always had me do. I was that bad at singing in school.
You're a tambourine kid, you are, for sure.
I'm so bad musically, right? When we did the primary school plays and the primary 6 and primary 7 plays, every time there was singing in that bit, I just got taken out and I got put in as the main character because I couldn't sing. The main character said nothing, right? The main character lay on a stretcher the whole fucking time. You got up and fought in a boxing match at the end. While everybody else was singing their hearts out.
Do you know what we had to? We actually did have to sing at our school for. We had to do end of year shows, and
Yeah,
one of
so
our
we
end of year
had to do
we had to
choirs at
do ABBA. I think we got was it the 70s or something like that, and we had to actually do a show about music from the 70s. So it was ABBA, all the stuff like that. It was mad.
wow.
It was in primary school. I had to wear a pair of my mum's high heels and because
Oh, I had to. Yeah, I had to.
I still have them.
I had to wear a pair of my mum's high heels.
Because obviously
As if
you know
it wasn't a choice.
they actually tried to
They
tell me not
forced
to,
me.
but I demanded it. I need them.
He still has them
my
and
power.
he still wears them.
Well, to be fair, I actually broke the heel off them because I kept walking on the heels of them, and then
I
it
wore them
snapped
too
off.
much.
Yeah, and it was a fat little shit.
This is before I found exercise.
But to be fair, it's because it was Bee Gees and stuff like that. So what? Everyone had platform shoes of some form or high heel
Yeah,
shoes
yeah.
and
So
things
they
like
would
that.
have been getting a workout dancing.
Well, like I say, mine broke. The back heel of mine broke, so I had to just walk funny in the thing, and I think my mum was furious.
I was a way ass because
She was furious.
My
those
God.
are not good heels. You've already broke 3 sets at home.
Oh,
Your poor mum, she would have been running out of bloody shoes.
I
I
know.
know.
We had.
Well, it's her fault for A, feeding me so much, and B, letting me wear her shoes. No, actually, on a serious note, it was just the one time.
Well, we were in school. We had my voice went in. When we were in school, we had.
They were in school.
Oh, Jesus. When we were in school, we had people actually come in. Do you remember in high school? We had those people come in and they did like this like
Was it like a plaything with emotion?
yeah, it was like an emotion play.
Yeah.
Like
The
like,
guy
you know
who
how people do interpretive dance. It was like interpretive acting.
Yeah.
That's almost.
I
the best
remember
way
one
to
of the
describe
lines.
it.
Iconic.
I hate you. What was it? I hate you. I'm going to my grand's.
I hate you, I'm going to my grand's.
That was it, innit?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh man, I remember
Iconic.
watch because this guy right out of nowhere, the whole thing like the stage lights were on, going one person, spotlight on one person, and it just turned to this guy and just turned and screamed at this room full of kids. I hate you. I'm going to my grand's, and it was like really aggressive.
Yeah.
That's why it was so iconic.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
You were there.
You were there.
You were definitely
High school,
there.
you were there.
It was like 4th year.
If not with us, I don't even know if I was there with you, but
We all
everyone's
saw
seen it. Everyone's
They
seen it.
came round and
Oh,
like
I can't remember
it was
this.
part of this like acting thing that went around Scotland, and at our primary school they came to our primary school too, and they did that fever thing. That was that was them, that group.
Was it?
Yeah, and they did like all this mad shit, man. Like, but a lot of that stuff I never got to do any of the main parts of it, the singing parts, because it was really bad. That's where this conversation came
Yeah, I
from.
forgot that's where that started. Yeah.
But that was where it all came from. That's why.
That's
it was
actually impressive how that's went that far
Yeah.
off on a
on a tangent. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
happens.
it tends to happen.
on about singing, and we managed to get on a bloody.
Acting
Think-
shows him Cowie wearing high heels all the time.
Yeah, that one's for free. Think about that whenever you like.
Oh yeah. So how long are you in town for?
Just tonight, and then I'll go back up the road tomorrow.
All right. Okay. So you've just ran down for the pod.
Yeah, just ran down for the pod.
Well, nice. Well, let's talk a little bit about Call of Duty. Why
Right.
not? Season 3 just came out. Have you played any yet?
A little bit.
No.
A little bit, that's it. I have nothing good to say about it.
Well, let's talk about the state of affairs it's in, Sean. Come on. We can ash it out here, right? It's shite.
I've not played it.
No, but the whole game since release has been shit.
It's been
Yeah.
very, very poor.
It's bad.
Very poor.
Yeah.
Unenjoyable. Like, it's very boring. Like, you could play the old, like, when you played Warzone 1, or even just multiplayer, I used to be able to play for, like, hours.
Yeah, I honestly think I preferred the first Warzone Call of Duty that ever came out.
It's the best one.
Yeah, I think that's the one
But
I like. I enjoyed playing the most. Obviously, I've only played the newest one like as of quite recently, to be fair. But still, the first one that ever came out was by far better than the ones.
The engine that ran the game was better. The development on it was better. The buildings, you know, I've said it from day one. The simplicity of the game was the best part of it. The buildings were simple, like you only had the bottom floor of the building and the top floor of the building. Everything else was shut off. You couldn't get into it. So you either had the stairs up, the grapplers up the side. There was no like inner room, outer room, up to these stairs to get to the next level. It was all just simply built.
Yeah.
You could maneuver it quickly. The pace was like you had one shot. Like the guns were all balanced to a certain extent. Sometimes they would put out a meta where it wasn't. The game wasn't perfect back then, but now they've changed it. They've added so many different features and they've focused on so many different things that they've just forgot about the gameplay completely. And they've made things too difficult for the random player to just jump on and play. Like if you
Yeah, man, the game's hard as shit.
if
Like
you
even
don't
for
know the
me,
game,
like
if you don't play the game at least twice a week, then you're not going to know the layout of the maps, where you are on the map, what the next thing to do is. It's too hard for the random players just to jump on and have fun. You can't do it anymore because you're just getting minced by everybody.
I think they've added a lot of crap, you know, that people just don't care about, but they've also taken a lot of stuff out.
Well, they've stopped
And
a lot of things.
They've taken stuff out, and then they've come back recently and tried to put it back in as like it's some like new feature,
Yeah.
and it's like it was literally in it 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and it's only back because people moaned about it not
taken
being
it
there.
out, yeah. And they've
The
stopped
heck?
doing things like the bunkers and all these actual things where there's a story mode to the. Remember in
Yeah.
in Warzone 1 there was a story mode to the
Like
the
the doors.
stadium exploding, the dome exploding on the top. There was terrorists. There was an actual story mode to the wars. And this one, it's
Yeah.
just like nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no thought process. They just threw it out there. And then what they've done is they've taken away Warzone 1, so it's still there. Like I went back and played it the other time, but they're not putting in the original map.
No.
For what reason? Because
if they put the original map in, everyone would be on that.
Yeah, they would be.
I do not like the fact that they have what are they called? Like the AI things in it either. Like when you're trying to play it and it's
The
like
robots,
the robots, like the fucking thing, that's garbage.
I don't mind them.
I find them a bit annoying.
Yeah, they're just annoying.
Sometimes
I'm trying to
they're
run
too
around, like
difficult,
try to casually play the game, and I think someone's attacking me. And next minute, it's like a bunch of them. Like, it's piss.
It's great when
so
someone's
piss.
like someone shits himself. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
me.
And then
And
it's
then
like
you
they're
shit
bloody
them.
bots.
It's more the fact that it, like I'll turn around and I'll like see it's bots and I'll kill like 2 or 3 of them and I'm like, ha, I'm fucking good, absolute team wipe, and then nothing happens and I realise it's bots I've been fighting the whole time.
And
it's been
sweating.
Yeah, like
sweating,
vibrating,
shaking.
yeah, behind the thing. You just be like, I'm fucking so good, and then realising that it's actually just fucking bots.
And then the next person you actually see kills you straight.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
going to be an easy game and I just get headshotted.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I just don't understand why they took out so many mechanics. Like the sniper, there's no one-shot sniper. There might be
No.
now in season 3, but there was no one-shot sniper for the longest time. The guns were so.
Because there's nothing worse in Call of Duty than when you're running along and you've been running for ages and all of a sudden you just hear click.
Oof.
And then you just next minute you're crawling along the floor and you're like, well, that's good then. You know what I mean? That's fucking annoying. That
Even-
is.
Like even in Warzone 1 though, it was like I would get a lot of sniping kills in Warzone 1, right? But it never felt easy. Like it never felt like it was overpowered. Even if you got shot by a sniper, like there was the movement in Warzone 1 was so good that you could move away from it. You
Yeah.
could get
Mhm.
away from it. And even with the side cancelling and everything, that was a bit ridiculous, but you could still get through and push a one-shot sniper. But even like in this game, they haven't put it in because the movement of the sniper so far is like you can hit like 3 shots on a sniper and not kill somebody. So if
Yeah.
you make it a one shot, it's too rapid because you can't move quick enough. They increased the movement last season,
Yeah.
which made it a lot better. To be fair,
Well, they also try to say with this season that they've updated the movement with, or
Again,
like
of
you
that.
know, different mechanics of movement have been increased. But people are like, I'm actually not seeing the difference.
I haven't played season 3 yet.
Me neither.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Just came out
I wouldn't
yesterday or
suggest you do.
Mm.
I tried it. I played 2 games.
Is that a
and I was
different
like,
map
bored.
or is it
This is what I said. New season, new map. That's what it should be.
new
season,
something
map.
anyway? Not just.
I find it very, very boring.
Maybe not new season, new map because they clearly can't do that because
No.
they're not able to. Put
They've
out a
never
new
been able to
game.
do that, but
No.
like new season, like new like objectives.
Even a different
Yeah.
map.
New
Just put
story.
a different map back into
Just put
circulation. One of the
Verdansk
older
back in,
maps.
man.
Yeah,
Just give us
exactly.
Verdansk back.
Everybody would be bouncing about that.
You would
'Cause-
get all your game players back,
I mean,
man.
To be honest, even Warzone 1, the amount of times you went and played that and that game was in such a shit state. Because it was at points.
Yeah, it was.
But
The
majority
DMR
of the
and
time, you know, near the end, they managed to, it was like on point and it played great and you could play for ages and not get bored. And then, obviously, that gets shut down when the new one comes out. And then everyone quickly realises it's like, this is shocking.
Yeah.
And like,
I remember playing Warzone 1 when it first came out, first day it came out, and I was playing for solos by myself for the longest time because nobody would play it.
yeah.
No, I couldn't get my mates to come over and play it, and then eventually when they did, it was a good solid like year and a half just playing Warzone because it was COVID and everything. It was
Yeah.
just playing that. But
That
it
was
like,
great. You see when I eventually got on it and played with yous,
yeah.
and like, you know, you'd get like, well, I'd be like home alone because I wasn't working.
Yeah, you were what's it called?
What is it?
Furloughed.
No. Well, yeah, furloughed, but it was the
He was in serious danger.
isolating.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were
it was like health, asthmatic.
Oh, I see.
What's that word?
vulnerable. He was
Yeah, part of the one of the.
one of those.
I know
kind of
I
words.
know what you're trying to think of, but yeah, I can't think of the word.
Can't think of the word.
Brandon
But
was it as well. Like you were most vulnerable. So
Weak.
you had- Weak. Yeah,
No,
you
but
were
like,
most vulnerable.
I
So
was
you had to stay at
literally,
home.
you know, you'd get up, you'd do a little bit of housework, you know, make sure stuff looks tip top, and then you'd be on Warzone for about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, all day.
Like
That was the
I
one-
remember, I wouldn't do it like every day or that, but I think it was the Friday, so it was technically going to be the weekend, even though every day was a bloody weekend at that point. But I think it came about 12 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a fucking Disaronno whilst I play COD.
midday bevies on Call of Duty, man.
I was like, this is
You
great.
can make an excuse on a Friday to be.
Do you know what?
Oh.
I've done that before, to be fair. Like, gone out like for a meal or something, had a couple of drinks and came home and then just carried on having a few more drinks and then playing the Xbox.
Yeah.
And playing the Xbox with a buzz on's not bad. Like, hey,
No.
yeah, I like doing that.
As long as you can
like,
still see the TV, it's
Yeah.
it's when the TV starts shaking, you go, alright.
when you wake up the next day, fucking sitting in the gamer chair, beer all over you, like, oh well, I can overcook that one.
Oh, not again.
Yeah.
No.
But no, I remember playing Warzone 1 solo for hours.
Mhm.
Like, I would just sit and play solo for hours, and then when everyone jumped on, it was like being 14 again. When everyone would come home from school, but it was all day, every day.
COD 4.
For
Yeah.
for like a
Yeah.
year. It was all day, every day. Nobody could go out. Nobody could do anything. So
Yeah.
we just
There was
sat
no
and played that.
reason you wouldn't be on.
No, it was good because it reconnected our whole friend group completely from playing Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Do you know what?
It's
See,
crazy.
I wasn't.
I was going to
Playing it
say
'cause-
apart from you.
But do you know what? It's because I was just unfortunate that like I was like working. Like my work didn't slow down even
Yeah, you were
slightly.
still-
Like I was still like full attendance all day, every day, sort of thing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I wasn't playing them. Unfortunately,
mean, it was-
If anything, I was doing more overtime and call outs and stuff like that when it was in COVID. If anything, so
Yeah. Like because obviously apart from say school, I never like hung about with yous.
Yeah.
So it was only like I remember messaging you because I'd seen yous were on.
We played Xbox and stuff
Yeah, like,
before for
played-
a
yeah.
while.
Yeah, like it was never like we didn't talk, but maybe more the rest of the group.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously with football with you, like the rest, everyone else
Yeah.
hadn't really kept in contact with. But then I remember just being like, oh, I always see you on it and no one else plays it. So I thought, and then that's the way it's been ever since.
Yeah. The squad has been united.
So it was, it's good crack when you play, even on a shit game. But it's just annoying.
Yeah, like you just want to be able to jump on and enjoy a game with your mates. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You
Yeah.
just want to jump on, shoot the shit, and just.
There's
shoot
only
people.
so far like the good crack and that can. That sounds such a sentence.
Good crack. Oh no.
there's only so much the good crack will do for you.
Well, fine then. You know, like the banter. There's only so far that'll take you before you're like, this is shite. Like
Yeah,
this is
Once
boring.
you're repeatedly just getting railed, it's pretty hard
Yeah.
to keep the enjoyment up.
Me and Josh always said it's like see when you're just getting like beat all the time, like you can't jump on and just have like a casual game with your mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to go on and you have to be ready to like grind it out, and it's like stressful and infuriating. Like you can't just be like, oh, do you want, just have a wee game of the Xbox? You know what I mean? Like
That's
5 minutes
why-
later, you're screaming at your TV, throwing the controller about and that.
That's why no one replies to me when I ask for it to play COD.
Yeah, because
everyone's
your
like, I don't want-
lobbies.
They're like, I don't want these lobbies.
I struggle in everybody's lobbies unless it's my lobbies.
But
I have a
that's-
hard time. Never mind
That's what's
yours
rubbish
now.
about it, though. Is the
Yeah.
fact that it's got like, but it's even if you play in people's lobbies and you're maybe, not as good or like not as
Frequent
high,
player or
yeah,
whatever,
or
yeah.
you get as much kills. It's not like the lobbies accommodate for that.
No.
You're still getting put in crazy
Insane
lobbies
Yeah.
that are just not fun. And then in turn, it's not fun for anyone because either someone's getting railed constantly or
Mhm.
everyone's getting railed.
Yeah, because if you're in a squad of 4, right, and if say your lobbies are much higher than everybody else's,
Mhm.
it goes to the highest person's lobby.
Yeah.
So you're technically not that you're down 3 teammates, but your 3 teammates are going to be nowhere near the same level as the other guys.
Yeah.
4. You know what I mean? So it's you versus 3.
Yeah, but that's just
some guy shooting round the team enemies.
that's where all that SBMM
Yeah.
crap it just takes the fun out of it. Like I don't play it to be competitive.
What did you say? SBNM?
SBMM,
What's that?
skill-based
Sbum.
matchmaking.
Oh right.
Sbum.
Do you know what? It's a problem in all the games though, because Apex is the same at the matchmaking, and that's horrendous. I don't know
Yeah.
why it's so difficult to
I
get
don't
right.
think the player base is. Apex is a big player base actually.
Yeah, it is.
It does have a big player base. I was ready to talk shit there. It does have a big.
Yeah,
massive
there's
player
got a
base.
massive fan base now.
Yeah, I remember playing Apex before Call of Duty and that came out. I was playing PUBG, Apex Legends. Never
Mhm.
played Fortnite. Never
I played
did that.
Fortnite once and tried like all the building stuff, and I just flat out turned the Xbox off.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
No, you're right. I
This is
downloaded,
ridiculous.
it once, played one game, and then never
Yeah, I
played
played
it.
one game and like built myself up like onto like a tower and like jumped off a bit, and I was like, do you know what? No thanks.
The
It's,
thing
like,
is, that it
off.
took me so long to build something. I was like, the first person that sees me, I'm gonna be looking at my controller, trying to figure out how to put up a wall.
Yeah, and they're
they're
just
gonna
gonna
just kill me.
smash me. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be raging. Let me just go on Call of Duty.
It's more the fact you see some of them and the rate they can build walls at and stuff. It's just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point?
Yeah, you
Go
spend most
outside.
of your time shooting
Yeah,
walls.
go outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Apex. I think, remember Doctor Disrespect? He like was playing it, and it was clipped, and he was like, "All I'm doing is shooting fucking shields. Like, it's just boring."
I find Apex, like, I jump between them both now, and I find Apex so clunky now.
I
When
prefer
when
it because it's a
Warzone.
faster gameplay. I think because you run faster, like you slide consistently,
I
like
just
there's more
feel
travel
like
and
you
stuff.
don't
I
move
think.
as fast.
You know?
No,
Do you
somehow
really?
I just feel really clunky when I play it, and like trying to get away to shield up. I remember playing it back in the day,
Yeah,
and I was
shield up
rapid
times
at it.
just takes the
I
piss.
felt like
Yeah.
you were on
Takes too
ice
long to heal
skates
up.
when you played it.
Uh-huh.
Like it was smooth.
That's what's good about it, man. You run along to somebody, just slide down an entire hill right into a door or something, and get involved in a battle. It's so sick.
Yeah, I don't.
And if you know how,
Apex
if you've
has-
got a
does
good
have a good,
team that know how to use like the character's special abilities, like it's
almost
good.
like CS:GO, almost like that.
Yeah,
Counter-Strike.
if you've got the right team that know how to use their character, it's good. Like
Not CS:GO, it's the other one that has characters.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah, you're right. Thank you.
what one's that? Yeah. Is that one? There's a guy that called like Jinxie or something that plays one of them.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Is that one maybe CS:GO that he plays? I don't know. Maybe it's.
Well, I'm not sure actually.
I don't know. It's when you've got drones and you like shoots down the wall and like you get to set up before the team starts the fight or something.
Oh,
Valkyrie?
no.
It's
that
like
is
the
CS:GO.
it's like a bomb thing.
And
you
you
Oh,
put
do.
out the
Siege.
weed- Siege.
Siege,
Rainbow Six
Rainbow
Siege.
Six Siege. That's what
Rainbow
I'm thinking
Six
of.
Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, everything.
See what I mean? He's got pipes.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not.
He was gonna go for
I was like, nah, I need the microphone to be one of those ones that drops down. You know what I mean? The ones that hangs there. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're called.
The
Either.
rapping mics.
The one from you know what he's on about when Mr. Kennedy used to do it in the WWE.
Oh yeah. Master! It comes from the heavens just like swinging and he's got to catch it.
Speaking of WWE,
Kennedy!
did you see Logan Paul came in to WrestleMania on a zip wire?
What?
No.
I saw that. I saw that on Twitter.
On a zip wire?
Logan Paul. Remember when?
Shawn Michaels
Shawn
did it in the
Michaels did
90s, did he not?
Yeah, it hasn't been done since then, and then Logan Paul's went on.
Well, Owen Hart did it, but he died. He fell.
Well, while doing it.
before,
Before
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels.
yeah. and then Shawn Michaels
Savage.
did it, and then nobody's done it since then, and then Logan Paul went and did it
Hmm.
the other day when they had WrestleMania.
Do you know what?
Just a quick bit in there that I saw.
I actually like Logan Paul. I used to think he was a dickhead, but I actually like him.
We were having a little bit of conversation about that off before the pod. Like, I don't mind. Like,
I still think he's a fud, but I like
just
him.
wish you would stop being. I just wish you would stop scamming people.
I like him.
That's all it is, man. Just stop trying to steal people's money. You've got enough money. He's got a good podcast. He's in the WWE. He does all this boxing shit. Sure, he's got enough money. He doesn't need to be selling crypto.
Yeah, relax.
shit.
Yeah, relax.
Just give all the people the money back, and then I can enjoy you. But until
Yeah,
that's
what
kinda
was
weird.
did he did it? Was it what? I take it was it an accident on his behalf as
So
well? or-
He was approached by these people, and then they hired other people, and the other people were crooks, who were like doing all these scams and stuff. They basically said to people like they bought out their own coin, and then held
Mhm.
on to the coin, and then there was a clause between them all that they couldn't sell the coin because the value would drop, and then at some point shit happened, and two of the guys just sold all their coins and dropped the price of the coin, but Logan Paul never actually sold any of his coins.
Oh.
So he never actually like took people's money. The other people did and ducked and run, and there's nothing you can do about it. He has to just pay the people that got scammed back, and he has said that he's going to pay like 1.5 mil back, but that's not like didn't scratch the surface of how much people lost. So he has said he's going to do something about it, but he also said that a couple months ago. It's that thing that CoffeeZilla was talking about. I watched his video on it on YouTube. CoffeeZilla talks about the Logan Paul crypto scam, and he goes into like the wallets and that he shows all the receipts and shows that Logan Paul never actually sold anything, but he said that he's going to repay the people, just hasn't done anything about it yet. So I don't know if he's trying to get the funds together or whatever, but it's
What's
just
with
shit
these
like,
fucking rich fuckers, eh?
yeah. He's also
Scamming
got
Abdi.
Prime as well, which is worth
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
worth a
you'd
billion, so,
be
like,
making
come on,
silly
brother.
money off that, eh? Silly
Come on,
money.
brother, pay the
Silly
people back.
money for something that's fucking rank.
Did he not
It's
say
actually
that?
not that bad.
in one of the months?
dislike it.
Oh, really?
It's actually not that bad.
It's like you've put like quadruple concentrated diluted juice
I said
in a
that.
bottle.
Yeah.
I said that the first time. This green bottle's
The
class.
green one's probably the best one,
The
but
green one's good.
it's still they do taste like very strong diluted juice.
Oh, being attacked by a sign.
The TheStankCast is coming down on Sean's head. I had the green one the other day. I actually quite enjoy it.
Can't wait for that just to fall forward and smack me in the head.
I've got some.
I had even the pink energy one, but it was too sweet.
It is sweet.
I struggled to drink it all. It sat in the fridge for a while because I didn't have the heart to chuck it out because I was like, it's fucking
I
expensive.
paid that much money for
Yeah,
it.
but then eventually I was like, nah, I need this out
Just-
here.
See, when you see, like, I don't really see it now, but, like, say a couple months ago where it was, you couldn't get a bottle of it anywhere.
Mhm.
Still can't.
But when it was in the shop, I know you still struggle, but when it was in the shop and then people would, like, go to the shelf and then they'd be on the deck, like, looking under the shelves and stuff to see if there was anything. I'm like, get up off the ground,
It's
please.
sad, isn't it?
Like, it's a bottle of juice.
It's a bit mad. Yeah, I don't think I would be going too crazy for it. It's alright, man. Like, I didn't enjoy the blue one. Did not enjoy the blue.
No,
No, very bad. But I enjoyed the green one, I can't lie.
What
it's
what
just the
flavour
price.
is the green
The
one?
price is just ridiculous.
The green
Fuck
one
doing
was
that.
lemon and lime.
Right.
It was actually really nice. The blue one was blue raspberry,
I've got a hiccup there.
which was pretty shite. And then the red one was tropical, which was alright in the middle. But they're not that bad. I think they're like in the shop. I think they're £2.
Yeah, like see if they're like
Even
for
£2
purely
man.
for the size of them, £2
They are
is
big.
yeah, they are big bottles. What are the 500ml?
Let me have a look here. Yeah, 500ml. Yeah.
Was not a woman in England somewhere that paid like over a grand?
I'd say that-
1,200
that's
for 12 energy drinks.
That's a £1.50
And she-
bottle of juice, is what that is.
Yeah, that's what I say.
That's what that. That's a
150.
£1.50 bottle of juice.
You only pay the 50p because it's of celebrity strength.
Yeah, yeah. You expect to pay a little bit extra, but like yeah.
But it's definitely just a £1.50.
Imagine
Yeah, that's it,
paying
that guy
over a grand for
Wakey
12
Wines.
energy
And
drinks.
that
He was
woman
selling
drove
for like
yeah,
£100
Wakey
a
Wines
can.
down in London, and she drove from fucking Newcastle. She
Yeah.
drove from Newcastle all the way down to London, then spent 1,200 on the cans.
Yeah, because Wakefield. That's where it's. What's
So-
bit shopping Wakey?
Wakey Wines.
I remember seeing a KSI on a podcast, and they were saying basically like you can't get a bottle of this anywhere, and he was like, no, like the bottles are getting pumped out, like there's loads of them.
Yeah.
The only place you should be able to buy them, like at that point in the UK, was Asda. But people were going to the Asdas, taking them back to their own little, like, you know, the little shops and whatnot,
Yeah.
and selling them for stupid prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Asda was just selling out instantly.
We
'cause
saw
Yeah.
them in our broth up at that garage up there, and they're selling
Yep.
the bottles for £7 a bottle and the cans for £10.
Why are the cans more when there's less in it? I don't understand.
It's an energy drink.
Yeah, but fucking, it's not £10 worth of energy like it is. That's wild.
Nah, it's not.
You need your head checked if you're paying £10 for a can of energy
Well, I did
juice.
it once. I wanted to
Oh
try
my
one.
god!
I did it once. I had to try one.
I done it once to try one. I bought that pink one.
Yeah, I bought the
that pink
as
one.
well.
You
Just-
paid
it's like-
£10.
Yeah, mate. I'm built different.
I'm balling, baby.
Fucking hell!
I had to
Nah.
try it. It was there, and I was no. It was just there. I was in the shop. I looked at it and went, "Yeah, fuck, I'll get
Don't
it."
get me wrong. I regretted it instantly. Like I took one sip and was like, meh.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's that £10
Yeah, no,
just
oh well.
chucked in the bin.
Cool.
Oh well, never see that again in my life. How did we even get onto that? See, this is what I'm saying. we
Veered
go on mad
again.
Tangents. Yeah, COD and. I was going to ask actually. Did you ever play that Blackout? Call of Duty Blackout?
Very
Nah.
briefly.
No, well, the one with the zombies and that in it.
Very, very
Nah, I
briefly.
didn't play
I
that
actually
one.
enjoyed that.
That
preferred
never.
to this,
I
new.
don't think. I know a lot of people played that, but I don't think that was the go-to
No, it
BR
wasn't.
at the time.
It was their first attempt. It
Yeah.
was Call of Duty's first attempt.
Yeah, that
at
was.
it,
Yeah, it was their first big thing.
Like I
that,
thought,
yeah.
like PUBG and that was. PUBG was my game at that time.
PUBG
Yeah,
was
PUBG
too hard though. PUBG was too hard. Like PUBG was on that game. Like you had to act like you were a full-on marine.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like
I
if
loved
you
it for that
if
reason.
you exposed your face to the fucking wind for 3 seconds, someone was sniping you in the mouth. Eh? Like there was fuck all you could do.
Your
Yeah,
cap straight
yeah. Like
off.
you had to straight bear crawl that shit like the whole game, or else you were getting fucked up. It was so
just,
bad.
You see, when you played that, and like it would be nice and quiet. You're like, it's too quiet, and then you just hear that.
Someone's
You just hear
watching
that.
Yeah,
And
just
then
crack.
you were on the deck, and it was just, you were like, you lose.
Yeah.
You didn't see how you died or anything.
Well, they had the best ending thing ever.
It was the most realistic of the
winner,
games.
winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
That was class.
I thought that game was satisfying. When
It
you
was a
played
good game. I enjoyed that game, and winning a game of it was
Yeah.
It felt like you'd actually done something. You know
Couldn't
what I mean?
tell
I've
you, I'm
just-
afraid.
It felt like you've actually accomplished something when you
Yeah.
won a game of that.
Yeah, I liked that game.
No.
You are right. It is like one of the most realistic ones.
Yeah, it is, because it is like
I've got
you died, like you took 2 bullets from a machine gun even and you were dead.
I've got an
But
image
that's
in
realistic,
my head
like-
of you like getting on full army gear with a helmet and that, and sitting at your like, you're like, I'm ready to go.
He's got his Action Man fancy dress sat out ready for when he plays Xbox.
£90 rucksack that I just wear anyway for the health benefits.
With his characters running Cowie's up on the treadmill.
Here, have you seen those things? I seen a video on TikTok of a guy, and it's like they wear like a body harness and they stand in like this like bowl.
Oh, like
Yeah.
VR.
Yeah, and they've got
yeah.
a gun, and they're like phones on the top of the gun, and they're running. And it looks hilarious because they're sprinting full chat, but they're just in a bowl moving nowhere, and they're just like squatting up and down and jumping. It looks hilarious to watch it.
I think that would be amazing.
It would be
I
playing
think
it
that
with
would-
your mates would be
Imagine
phenomenal.
just having like a wee ball in here and you were just
Because when he
sprinting up
squats,
out
the guy on the
shooting.
game squats. When he jumps, the guy
Yeah.
jumps. Like
Yeah,
when he runs, he runs. When he sprints, he sprints. Like it's cool.
Imagine
like,
if it's like
it's
if
really
you're
cool.
faster than him in real life, you're faster than him in the game.
That's
How
what
funny
it should
would
be
that
like.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's what it should be like, because then people,
Imagine
when they're
playing
playing
like
online, like you actually have to be like I'm hitting the gym. Why? I've got a couple hours on Xbox later on. Yeah, I need to make sure my
Literally, right?
cardio's up to
You know
point.
what it would be? It would be used to running ahead and me about 100 metres back going like out of puff. I'll be there in a minute.
Struggling to stay ahead of the gas. Like, guys.
Go on without me. You're going to have to go on without me.
That would be
Nah,
too funny.
like fair enough, like technology's cool, but I don't want to play Xbox and be absolutely fucked.
it would be a nice experience, but I wouldn't like to do it all the time.
Imagine having one of them in your living room.
Gotta get your pre-workout before you jump on the Xbox.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be awesome,
I
man.
think that
It'd
would
be
be the
awesome.
best way to keep fit. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, like it would be
It
an
would
alright
be.
idea, but aye.
Imagine playing like a zombie survival game, where like you're in like this ball and everything you do actually affects everything.
Yeah.
You're faster than the person next to you, and that. I'd
Well,
be
I'd be
tripping people up.
fucking-
Yeah, so see you.
Boofed! Shot to the leg. See, I'm out.
I don't need to outrun the zombie. I just need to be faster than you.
Yeah. That's
So,
exactly how we would
I'm
play
dead
that.
first.
No, Sean, I would kill somebody else to save you.
Oh, would you?
That's what I would do. mate.
Because I've got just when the food runs out.
No, because when the spirit gets low, you can sing me better. That's what it is. If the spirit gets low, Sean can come out with a wee campfire jingle.
Just hear a voice in the distance of me singing in the jingle.
Smashing 2 sticks off of different sized stones.
I've been watching a lot of The Walking Dead recently.
I've not
I've
watched
got-
any of it.
I got back into it.
I've not watched that in
I've
God knows
watched-
how long.
3.5 seasons. No, I've watched a full 3 seasons in 5 days.
Fair play. Fair
And
fucking
some,
play.
some of them have like 15 episodes in them.
That's intense.
Bloody hell, that's nuts.
I was staying over at work every night though, so I was like working all day and then finishing at like 9:30, and then I was doing the like night porting shift, so I would
Right.
stay over. And I couldn't sleep because I was up all night thinking, what if that fire alarm goes off, what if that phone goes off? So I was up to like 3 in the morning watching The Walking Dead every time. So that's why I was so tired today and overslept today on my nap.
Oh.
Because I've
My
been
nap.
up watching The Walking Dead. I've been got right into it, and it got me. I remember when I first watched it, when I was like, I don't even know when it first came out. Can't remember how old I was when I first watched it. I remember making plans and everything for if a zombie apocalypse happened here. I know the first place I'm going.
Where?
Pharmacies, all of them,
Yeah.
ripping
I
up.
don't think that's where other people will be though.
Yeah, not as quick as me. I'm telling you, I'm going to pharmacies and getting all the drugs. Not for that, but for you need medicine. Food you can find, food you can grow. You ain't making medicine.
You can grow food.
I could grow food.
I suppose you're a chef. That makes me some level of confidence that you maybe might
Yeah, but to
grow
cook it,
food.
I can grow it as well. I grow food at work.
Yeah, but I feel like
I
he
also have grown
understands food. So if he's a chef, he understands food. The whole process food goes through. I feel like he could work it.
And I've got you're a farmer.
I'm not a farmer. My dad's a farmer.
Yeah, you got it in
I
the
know
heritage.
fine well. I could hunt animals and I could grow food. Like
Exactly.
when it comes to eating shit, I'd be fucking good. Like if everything went Pete Tong. But
I'd be going to the pharmacy, then I'd be going to your house.
yeah, that's what I was. Pick me up some of that shit from the pharmacy. Swing on down.
That's what would be happening. And I'd be finding a boat, and I'd be going out.
Find a house from someone that has guns, so you can take their guns for safety purposes.
Condos right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll march on the Marine base. Give me a fucking AR to protect myself now.
Just wait till it's overrun. We'll come back. It'll happen.
Yeah, sure. Just take your pick. Just here's a
Yeah, no,
throw
yeah,
that.
fuck it. Why not? And you go, son. Go grab a couple.
I'll take that Barrett. 50,
Yeah.
please.
I fucking would. That'd be sick, actually.
Did you ever thought about that? No. I love to. See, when I'm watching these shows and stuff like that, I get right into them.
The one I always think about, say, if I won the lottery. That's what I do. I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's my game plan?
Do you
I
enter the
always
lottery?
think about it. Yeah, oh mate, I do. I do the fucking Lotto weekly enter thing. So I pay £20 a month, and I get a ticket for every draw of the Euro Millions.
Okay.
It just automatically puts random numbers on for me and it sends me a ticket. So every now and again I'll get a message to it. It's like, oh, you're won. Log on to check your winnings, and it's every time it's about £2.30.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
imagine one time you just get on and it's the jackpot.
Well, didn't it?
Please
Because I
call us.
fucking
Please
normally
call
it
us.
comes up saying like you've won £2.30, like blah blah blah. And this one time we were away in Germany, and it popped up with a notification. You've won. Log in. I was like, hang on. If it's just a little bit, it normally says £2.30. It says I've won. Like, what if I've won fucking loads? I was like, this is getting crazy. Try and log on, and it's like, you can't. Like, you're not in the right
country.
place that like you can use it, so you can't check. So I'm like, oh my god, I've 3 days. I've not known if I'm maybe a millionaire or not. Like, getting totally excited as fuck.
Spending all your money.
Yeah, I'm like, I could be balling. Nah, I checked. It was £2.30 again. They just didn't tell me.
no, see, the first time I put on the lottery, and I was playing Xbox at night, and then I got like an email through at like 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
at National Lottery. It was like, you're a winner. And I thought, I all of a sudden got like really hot.
Sweating and eyeing.
Oh yeah,
It's happened.
I got really hot, and I was like, oh my god, like what is this? And then it was like log in, so I went and logged in, and like you say, it was like £2.77.
I think
thought,
it's if you
no
get one
way.
or two of the numbers. I think maybe like if you get 2 numbers or something, you get like £2.30.
something,
So obviously
yeah.
it's quite highly likely you will.
That's a shame.
But yeah, I've won £2.30 about 4 or 5 times.
What are you going to do if you win the lottery?
You have to go on holiday first. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to take a limited expenditure holiday. So you need to like go on holiday, but like only take a certain amount of money across with you when you go on holiday as well, and take like a week of being abroad, so that you don't just go wah like as soon as you get it. So it like allows you to take some time to level out your head, and you can actually think. This is what Neil that owned Pie Bob's. There's a conversation I had with him once. I asked him about it, and I said, like, if you win the lottery, what's the best thing to do? And he's like, you have to go on holiday. He was like, so you don't lose it with the idea of all the money. Like, if you win say you win 100 million, and you're just at home and you go, 100 million, you'll go crazy with it. You know what I mean? You'll do something wild. He was like, so you need to go on holiday with a limited amount of money, and then when you come back, you'll have given yourself a plan. But you don't go on a shite holiday. Like you go on a sick holiday. But then when I come back, cars, and then I would come back, I would find myself a nice house, I'd buy a couple of cars, and then I would start like the usual shit. I would set up businesses and things like that.
I would be
depending on
too.
which it was.
I don't know if I'd go on holiday straight away, because
I'd go on
if I'm
a slamming holiday, mate. Like the holiday
would go on
would be
holiday.
fucking popping, is what it would
it's
be.
not the
though.
first thing I'm doing though. Because if I'm in a stunning country and I'm sat there in the sun, sunbathing for a minute, and then it comes into my head, damn, I got 100 million in the bank.
That's why you have to be like, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. That's why you take limited money, you book your hotel, and you're like, I'm here now. I can't do anything about it. I can't go get the cash, and it forces you to spend some time thinking about it and leveling out, so you don't just go, fuck it, and start chucking cash. Yeah, exactly. And you'd be the cunt that was in the sun. I was once a millionaire, but then you know what I mean? You'd be front page news. Guy wins 140 million. It's gone 8 weeks later.
Nah, yeah.
I had
Like,
pretty good fun though.
I've
Like,
joked. I've joked
Never
about
is
if I
true.
won the lottery, like I'd probably go get a McDonald's. Like, not buy
something
one.
to keep you on.
I mean, like I'd go get a meal. Like
Yeah.
I would. You see, if I won that amount of money, I would retire.
Yeah.
Like, you know, these people, like, if they say, oh no, you couldn't, you'd need something to give you purpose. Nah.
Yes, shouting in my money would give me purpose.
If I've got that money, like, I'm not working and I'm going to do something else with my time.
Yeah, of course.
You'd be using it to build businesses to make more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'd be using it like properly like
Like,
that.
I could
I mean,
find
try and help people, no?
I could find loads of stuff to do.
How do you mean?
I don't know. Give back.
Well, yeah, obviously, but that would come with what you were doing. Like you wouldn't set out to do that, but like you would do things, and that would come with it.
Nah, I'd give all the money away.
What, all of it?
Yeah. All of it.
I would make sure like my
Fucking
like
chump.
family. I'd make sure my
That's what I'm
family were
saying.
like.
I'm pretty sure
all
that
good.
if I was to win the lottery, right, obviously some of the money's staying at home, but half of it is at least getting spent on everyone around.
Oh yeah,
them.
like my
Like,
friends and family would
houses,
want for nothing.
family,
yeah.
yeah.
like they would want for nothing. They'd have everything they want and need.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'd be setting up. I'd be setting up like I'd be buying like
I'd be more
A
using it to
cul-de-sac.
buy businesses to like keep making more money, or even buying businesses for said person so they can have an income rather than just having to be like, Cowie, can I get a fucking car? Like I'd be like, well, here's a fucking business, and then you can make your own money from it. You know what I mean?
yeah, leave me alone.
Like shit like that. Yeah. Now you own a business. You're rich. Be rich with your own way. Like
yeah.
you know what I mean? And that would feel better for you, like as a person, rather than feeling you were constantly having to run to your millionaire friend for money. Like you'd actually, well, he bought me a business, but at least now I handle the money from the business. I know what's going on. sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. That makes sense. I would definitely buy like a cul-de-sac and just be like, there's houses there. Just either rent them out or give them to all your mates, and they can pay the rent on pay some rent on them, but not like
Yeah.
I'd probably build my own house. You know, like
That's
yeah,
what I'd
make
probably do
a
as well.
make a house that had every cool gadget that you could possibly think of.
Yeah,
in that
I'd
house.
want to build
Yeah.
one too.
Decked out.
McDonald's in
Like
it
with
as
a
well.
music studio and stuff. I'd have everything. Yeah, I'd have my own franchise McDonald's with its own wee
we
work.
Subway and a McDonald's right next to
Yeah.
each other. Oh, lovely.
Nah, it depends, because like if we're talking about hundreds of millions, like I have a chef in my house. I don't have a Subway or a McDonald's.
Hey.
Yeah, like I have a. Well, see, now this is things I've always thought. Like if I won the lottery, like the way that my friends could make money as well would be from they would all work for me, but they would own their own things. Like for example, Fitz.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but you would pay them stupid amount of money for jobs that they don't really have to do much. Like they
Yeah,
maybe have to
yeah.
do a couple things every week. You know what I mean? And but it's like you'll pay them a stupid wage for it. Like
yeah,
Fitz,
you're my
I would
gardener.
be like, Fitz, you are like my carve manager. Like so, you like look after them, like valet them, like fuel them, do the things like that, make sure they're all running
Running.
perfectly, doing all that stuff. And then, but then it's like realistically, that's going to take you a couple of hours once a week. You know what I mean? And then I'll actually, it's just an excuse to pay you a stupid amount of money so you can be rich with me. You know what I mean? So I don't have to buy you things, and you can say like, oh, I've got a job. You know what I mean? It would pay stupid money. And I was or
problem
like,
is they always
how to
put
use a
people-
chef.
Yeah,
Just be like, you're my chef. Every
they
now and
always
again, you
put
just cook
people
us.
to advise you with your money, though, don't you? They always send people with you to tell you how to spend money as well when you get that amount of money.
Yeah, I guarantee if I won it, all the ideas and things that I'm
Never
pretty sure I'd
happen.
do, it's not the things I would do. Like a financial advisor would come and be like, "No, you fucking idiot, you
You're
need
not
to
doing
do
any of
this."
that.
But it's good to think about.
Yeah, it's a nice pipe dream, innit?
Mm-hmm. We think
Yeah,
about
it'd
it to
be
get
nice
to
have
sleep
That many zeros.
sometimes.
I've
Well,
got that many zeros now. There's just nothing in front of them.
It's just
They're all zeros. But well, what else is there? What else were we going to talk about, Sean? Tell me, what's the new single about? The next one you've released
Out my head.
Out of My Head, yeah.
Yeah, the next one. Well, Out My Head was written.
see, as every time you say "get out my head," I get the thingy. The what's that movie where they have the house party? It's something. Get out my head! Oh, you just don't know. That's the song that keeps every time you say "out my
Good
head." I keep thinking that. Get out my head.
What house party? The end of the world one?
No, Project X.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Project
right.
X. Alright, yeah, okay.
It's one of the songs from that. But sorry, carry on. Carry on.
No, but like that, Out My Head.
Get out my
Liam
head.
did the riff in that for that, and then I'm pretty sure it was his lyrics. But then, if we've ever taken lyrics, like Megan will do their own thing with them.
Yeah, yeah, sure, adapt them.
But I think it was Liam's lyrics. But that was that's written just as like a sort of you're on a night out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like I don't know because I never wrote it. If it's hypothetical, if it's a past experience, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
About like.
Also, a
scenes
lot
that-
of the things come from the ideas for songs that come from though, is your past experience and everything.
And like the Quite Like You, that's just I think that's about a relationship from back in the day.
Yeah,
But it's written very relatable to a lot of people,
yeah.
you know?
That's the way to make it so anyone can listen to it.
Yeah. Literally anyone.
What's the next single called? You said that already, didn't you?
What the
Next single you're releasing when's that coming out? Next week?
no, it's 20th of May.
So next
Called
month.
Quite Like You.
Quite Like You.
Yeah.
And what's it like compared to Out My Head?
It's
Is it-
still like, pop punk. It's still like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's catchy. It's got catchy guitar in it as well.
Right, okay.
You know.
So it's not one of your serious songs, as in like about a serious topic.
No,
'Cause
probably
I know
not.
you've wrote a few songs
Yeah.
about your own personal experience
Yeah.
with your dad and that, so
Yeah.
it's more of an uplifting song.
Yeah, it's more of an uplift. Like like a lot of the
An
songs we've
outgoing
done are
song.
a lot of the songs we've done are like if the lyrics maybe aren't happy, the music's happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
it's still upbeat. It's still catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's the plan is another single release, and then we'll go into the studio again over the next couple of months at some point,
Yeah.
and then we'll record 2 more songs, and then we'll release it as an EP, like a 4-track EP, later in the year.
All right, okay. Yeah, I have a time frame for that, no?
Not like a certain time frame, but
Right.
like we've spoke about how it could be later in the year, like September, but then we're like also thinking it'd be really cool to release music in summer.
Yeah.
And
being able to drive it in your car. and
yeah,
listen to it,
just summer. There's a lot happens in summer. I know there's gigs all year round, but
bigger ones in summer and that.
yeah, just,
Outside ones and stuff
yeah,
as well.
exactly.
More festivals going on around places, so
Mhm.
more chances.
More
to play
chances.
your songs,
Exactly.
yeah. And when are we going to get to hear one that you've had a big input in? The one you've written?
Well, that if we're going by what we spoke about, the next 2 that'll get recorded are the ones that lyrically I wrote, and that'll hopefully, I'm hoping, would be summer.
Okay.
But again, that
could be later on.
that could
They're
be-
the last
yeah,
2 and
just
of the
depends.
4.
a lot. Like we're all quite busy over the summer with weddings, etc.,
Right.
and just holidays or whatnot. So we're hoping that it could be summer.
Right.
But it would literally take 1 session to get them recorded.
Yeah, it's good though.
So
I'm
but-
looking forward to hearing some of the music that you put out.
yeah,
I'm looking forward to hearing some of the stuff that's come from you personally, because I know you
yeah,
Mhm.
for a long time and know you personally. I'm looking forward to hearing
Yeah,
something
agreed.
you've written
Agreed.
yeah.
and seeing that come to life.
I'm looking. I'm really.
I'll be
I'm
sitting
excited.
crying to myself in my room at like 2 a.m. It's beautiful, Sean.
I'm like I am excited to like share them ones. It's like a nervousness as well.
But it's when you put something out there and people can give you feedback on it, and
Yeah,
when you've got people that are already excited to listen to it, it's a really nice feeling.
yeah,
Speaking from releasing the pod, just having people message you about it, it's a really nice
Yeah.
feeling. So
that's the thing with they 2 like songs are they're written so that people could relate.
yeah,
So it's kind what's the word? Is it that sort of cliche thing where people write things and it's like if you listen to it in that, you can get comfort knowing that you're not the only person.
who's felt like
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
That's
there
my
are a lot of people that have went through stuff.
yeah. That's my vibes on my songs.
hmm There's a lot of people that went through stuff during COVID as well. So
Yeah.
perfect timing coming out of COVID to name a band like Hard Times. So it's a nice
Yeah.
fit in them
Yeah.
with everything that's went on as well.
Yeah.
I like it, man, and I'm looking forward to hearing some of the
Yes.
music come out.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to just keep gigging and just bringing them out.
Yeah, step by step in it. It's every
Yeah.
everything is a milestone at the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every little step is a new milestone, and you just got to keep going to the next one, to the next one.
Yeah, that's just the graft of trying to build some form of like following.
Audience, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to try and get lucky with.
How things fall.
Yeah, if one person hears it, it could be the right person that hears it, and then you could get
15, 20 people off
Yeah.
who share it. Yeah,
yeah,
It could
exactly.
be a lot of things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone needs a little bit of luck in the industry as well, don't they?
Oh yeah, because it's so oversaturated.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Exactly.
I appreciate you coming down tonight as well. I know it's been a long night.
It's not no worries, not at all.
We'll probably wrap up the pod there. I appreciate you boys coming along again.
It's a pleasure.
Nice chatting to you again.
It's
And
been fun.
Yeah, it's actually it's been funny.
when your next when your next single or when your EP comes out, maybe we'll get you down again.
Gladly.
We'll do a little bit of fangirling over you.
Yeah.
Well, you
Oh my god, it's Sean.
yeah. Oh my God, sign my
It's that
top.
guy from Hard Times.
Where can So if people want to find out about Hard Times, where can they find you? Let us know.
Yeah, it's on Instagram at Hard Times and then _music.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Instagram, and then Facebook. It's Hard Times Band. But if you go on Instagram, there's a link right below the title,
The description that'll
Yeah.
take you to the Spotify.
right in the bio, and it's got the link to the single. Takes you to all the socials.
It's good.
It's
So everyone
everywhere to listen to.
Everyone go and check out some Hard Times. The music's
Mm-hmm.
uplifting and it speaks to a lot. It'll speak to a lot of people. I know Sean's really passionate about it, so
Thank you.
looking forward to hearing all the future stuff that
Yes.
comes along and watching the growth.
Very excited.
Thanks again for coming, man.
No worries. Thank you.
This has been the TheStankCast, and we'll catch you guys next time. See
Peace.
you guys all. Peace.
Bye.